Hi everyone, welcome to the episode 2 of the video memory recall of Kononia Criminology Tutorial and Review Center. So we will talk about amnesty and pardon. Let's distinguish these both. So amnesty and pardon are under the non-institutional corrections. Okay, let's start with pardon. Pardon has two kinds. Okay, we have absolute and we have conditional. Okay. From the word itself, absolute, then there's no conditions at all where the person, after given pardon, will comply. Okay. For conditional, then there are certain conditions before you will be given pardon, or conditions you need to comply after the giving of pardon. For example, you will be given pardon, but you are not allowed to run for local offices or local positions, or other conditions like you will be given pardon, but you cannot run for the national, but not the you can run for the local, but not for the national offices or national positions. So those are examples of the conditions for pardon. Okay, by nature, pardon is a private act of the president. Okay, it is one of the executive clemencies of the president. Take note that the power of the president to grant executive clemency is, we call it plenary power. Executive clemency, it's not a power, it's an act. The power is it's the plenary power. You can see that in the Philippine Constitution, in our 1987 Philippine Constitution. Okay. So another one, pardon does not really extinguish the criminal liability. Extinguish in a sense that as if you did nothing. No. What it only extinguish is the execution of the final conviction. Pardon is only you will only be forgiven for the crime that you have committed, but you still have record that you committed such crime. So if the person who was given pardon recommitted a crime under the same title of the revised penal code, then the person can be considered as a recidivist. So say for example, Mario committed homicide. He was convicted and then he was given pardon. And then moments after, he recommitted murder or rape or physical injury at that, or any crimes under the crimes against persons under the revised penal code, then Mario can be considered as a recidivist. Okay. So again, for pardon, you will only be, or the person will only be forgiven for the crime that he had committed, but he or she will still pay the victims for the civil liability. So pardon will not extinguish the civil liability. When can pardon be given? Remember that pardon can only be given if the judgment has already become final and executory. So if you appeal the case is executory but not yet final. So the president cannot yet give the person pardon. So dapat final and executory. So you did not appeal, or the time for the perfection of an appeal has already expired. Okay. Then who can be given pardon? It can be any person. Since pardon is a private act of the president, no one can say no to whom the pardon be given by the president. But of course, there are processes like the Board of Pardons and Parole may recommend to the president who the president may be given pardon. But since it's a private act of the president, then it's the call of the president whether he or she will give pardon to this particular person, regardless of who the person is. Okay. I think that's for pardon. Okay, let's jump to amnesty. Amnesty. By nature, amnesty is a public act of the president. So if pardon is a private act of the president, opposite naman yung amnesty because it's a public act of the president, meaning there must be a concurrence from the Congress, majority concurrence from the Congress before amnesty may be given to group of people naman. Pag pardon, individual lang yung bibigyan. From amnesty naman, it can be given to, or it shall be given to a group of political offenders. So political offenders yung bibigyan ng amnesty. Okay, when can amnesty be given? It can be given anytime. Even during investigation, before the case has been filed, pending case, or even after conviction, or even pending appeal. So amnesty can be given anytime. Amnesty extinguishes both civil and criminal as if the person or this group of people did nothing. So there's no record at all. So unlike pardon, where the person can be considered a recidivist if he or she recommitted a crime, in amnesty, no, as if you're a clean slate, as if you did not do anything at all. So if you recommitted a crime, even if the crime is under the same title of the revised penal code, then you will not be considered as a recidivist. Okay. Pardon, to add, pardon generally needs acceptance to the person who will be given pardon, or from the person who will be given pardon. Amnesty, on the other hand, no need for acceptance from the people that will be given amnesty. Okay, so that's it for today's episode 2. Follow for more. Thank you.